Hello everybody, Zeff here with ZeffsTrading. Hope you guys are doing well today. June 12th, 2024. This will be our chart lesson for today. FOMC day, a lot of news today, so price action is quite choppy. There's a couple good trades in here that I liked. Took 3 trades total today and kind of got a little lesson for you from my mistake, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into the chart review. As you can see, we had a major trading range type of day with some insane volatility, as FOMC usually permits. So, other than that, let's get into this review. Huge outside bar at 827, as you can see, really big bullish bar closing out its highs. You do have a first entry, second entry long, and then it fails. You can maybe count this as a lower high. You know, if you're trading a pre-market, I think you should wait till something's a little more clear. But as we make our way down here, we find support here at 54.20, and we make our way back up to the highs to 54.31, and it pauses here for a second, and you do get a first entry, second entry long, fails, tries again, traps multiple traders here, and you can see how congested it is across the board. Hopefully you didn't get trapped in that. Market opens 9:30, sell-off here happens, and you really just don't get much. You know, people are anticipating, waiting for the news, and, you know, it happens at 2 o'clock my time. So, you know, we had this nice move up in the beginning of the day, and really this is where I saw a pretty decent second entry long here. Now, you have the move up, you have your break, and we're looking for the new high. But before that, counting from our most recent high, you know, you have a first entry, pulls back. This is an inside bar, double matching bar high. I still overall like this trade because this is the first pullback. And I think the trend channel could also be something like this as well, of trading it this way, bouncing right under the 21 EMA. Very low risk bar here as well. As you can see, it's only 5 ticks. Love it when those are like that. So, nice second entry long there, makes its way back up. Channel sideways here for just a little bit, and you can draw your trend channels if you'd like. I just kind of visually see them from trading for so long, so sometimes I just don't draw them. Then you can see this on your way up here. You do get a first entry, second entry long, but it's too messy and really no good signal bars. As we make our way up, we get this nice double top at 54.53, and then we sell off here. You know, you do get this lower high, but this is 3 doji bars correlated right next to each other. I think this is pretty messy. I wouldn't take any of this. Comes down, break, first entry, nothing really here. You get a first entry, second entry short, bad signal bar. You get a break. The real only next trade that I see after a while, I mean, you get this lower high here. Maybe you take this one. I really like to see lower highs more closer to the last swing high, but so be it. What I do see here, though, after we get this little tight micro bear channel coming back down to support at 54.40, I see this nice first entry, second entry long, and a nice double bottom, good signal bar, plenty of room back up to the range here that I saw that was playing, especially to the 21 EMA. And you can get your 2 points. Like that second entry long, double bottom. You really got to know what you're doing there. I'm almost want to make it aggressive, but first entry, second entry long, clear support across the board. And it trapped. As you can see, this is the most recent swing low, so it got all the stops out here, which is something you got to know. I haven't really talked about it too much on this channel, but it's basically what people would call stop loss hunting. People just put their stops under the most recent swing lower high most of the time. They get the liquidity to grab and then throw it back up. And that's what happened here. But then you get this nice first entry. Let me just make sure here. You get a, first entry, second entry short. And I saw this as like a triple test, double top here. So I actually like this one as well. As you can see, the visual 2-legged pullback. First entry, second entry short. Let me change my cursor here. First entry, second entry short. 1, 2, 3, or double top. Nice bearish bar closing on its low. Plenty of room back down to at least the lows here of the most recent swing low. And that's 10 ticks for you for sure. And we make our way back down here. And this is where I took my first trade of the day. And this one I think I should have just waited for a lower high. I saw this second entry short here. First entry, second entry short. I should have just been looking for failures. You know, I saw resistance across the board here. Overall, I don't think it's the worst trade ever, but also not the best. And I kind of knew that going into it. So I moved my stop one tick above the entry bar, got stopped out for 5 ticks. And luckily, well, not luckily, I just managed the risk and went higher. Really should have just been looking for failures here. I saw this uptrend break a new high, so there's an argument to be made here. There's also an argument to be made that could have tried to test this measured move more. Anyway, I think I should have waited for a lower high to confirm anything, and or just wait for it to come more back at the resistance where the second entry short was. So be it. Got stopped out. Then I saw this, which was actually a really good trade, which was a move down, break, first entry, second entry short, and basically I just failed to hold it for 2 points or 10 ticks, and I just got out to try to break even from this trade. So this is where my mistake was, and hopefully whoever's listening, you guys realize, even if you had a loss here, you know, and you have such a good setup, I mean, this is literally a perfect move down, first entry, second entry short. What got in the way was, what got in the way was the mental loss, basically, of like, oh, you know, I'm down 5 ticks. You know, my contracts here, it's a mental battle. It wasn't really a, you know, the logic is totally saying just go for the 8 to 10 ticks, you know, but yeah, I just wanted to get back to break even, so that's my mistake. It's basically just sabotaging myself. So once you see a good setup like this, just hold it and you know, don't move it to 5 ticks, whatever you lost on your previous trade. This trade is basically just null and void, and I should have just completely forgot about it and completely focused on the next setup, because each setup is unique in its own right and no trade is the same. Okay, that being said, FOMC happens. Got to stay about 5 minutes flat to it. And yeah, we had this move up here, break. I mean, it's pretty choppy here. I mean, you know, 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after, basically just no trading for 20 to 30 minutes. But then I saw this where I got a double high probability setup, which I actually really liked here. I thought price cooled down for a bit. And you basically have a first entry, second entry long, first entry, second entry short, failure. So you have a double high probability setup here. Let me make that, which I really liked. And my mind was a lot more clear. I wasn't revenge trading, and I went for 10 ticks. And yeah, got my 10 ticks, rallies higher. And then after that, I just completely closed the program. 3 trades, I'm done for today. Green on the day, calling it. So those are my trades for today. And then as far as what else happens here, you do have a nice first entry, second entry long again. Probably would have taken this, but again, I was done after that. Took my 3 trades, and you have to also realize your mental preservation over anything else. But as we continue on here, as the day is getting closer to the close, we do have a first entry, second entry long. You know, I think there's a few ways to draw this trend channel. I kind of saw it like this, though. Again, after FOMC, it can get pretty messy, but the ATR was so high. Here, I was comfortable with taking 10 ticks, which was good. But then, you know, you have your first entry, second entry long, and there's a failure here. These are going to be very aggressive trades. So just be cautious of that. You know, I'd be entering with limit orders basically on almost all these failures. And then you have another one over here after it kind of gets back down to the lows at 54.26. You get a nice higher low here, but you know, you don't know that it's just going to keep going down or anything like that. Could be a second entry short. But it does make its way back up here, and then you get this really nice first entry, second entry short failure. And I think this one is a lot better and more clear of a picture than just trying to take a stab at a higher low. This clear first entry, second entry short, great signal bar, awesome signal bar, right above the 21 EMA, 2 key entry points, rallies higher. Then you get a nice break, and then another just basically repeat pattern. First entry, second entry short, and rallies higher. Low risk bar, 2 points. Remember, ATR is higher now, so that's actually a low risk bar. First entry, second entry short, failure, rallies higher, back up to the highs of here at 54.54. Maybe take that if you want to call it top, because this could be also, since this double bar matching double bottom, first entry, second entry, it'd be a third entry. Maybe you take that. I think you're just taking a stab at calling it top. Anyways, as the market gets in the last 30 minutes of the day, nice rally down, sell off here, and I don't see too much after that. I'm going to make this one actually aggressive. We're in the late part of the day here. There's only 20 minutes left. You got to be aggressive. You got to be careful of it. But what I saw here was a move down, break, new low, and I also saw 1, 2, 3 triple test, first entry, second entry long. Great context here. Again, as I was talking earlier with that stop loss, hunting liquidity that people talk about a lot, it does happen. You know, take out the swing highs, take out the swing lows, get a bigger position for the bigger hedge funds to average into a position so they can sell it off later. I won't go into that, but nonetheless, you get a nice first entry, second entry long, 1, 2, 3 triple test right here. I think that is a valid trade to take with plenty of room to the highs, and it works out nicely for you. No runner here, but that's okay. And then after we establish support across the board here, you do get a first entry, second entry short. Failure, same thing, rallies higher. You know, when you get these, I mean, this is it tries to sell off once, tries to sell off twice, and it has failed. So it usually goes higher. And that's what it is for the rest of the day here. I don't see anything else. You know, maybe you could argue for a triple test across the board here with this bar. I think you're taking a stab. There's only 2 minutes left. It's too risky. So that's how I saw today's trading day. And hopefully you guys learned something from my mistake with my trades. But I hope you guys let me know how your trades went today as well. Quite a few in here. A lot of aggressive trades. A lot of good trades. You know, FOMC can be good and it can be bad depending on when you have to know when to sit on your hands or not. So be ready for that. If you are having trouble trading in the news, just sit these days out and wait for something better. Alrighty. Hope you guys enjoyed this chart review, and I'll see you guys next time.